Hello, everybody. Welcome to another James Bond. This is really an unboxing. It's just kind of a showing of autographs. And the last show that we did, I showed the first set of autographed cards that I have. Some were special made, some were from Upper Deck, some were from Rittenhouse, um, and a few surprises. And that was the Sean Connery and Roger Moore movies. So now that we've finished with A View to a Kill, this is part two, and we are going to start with Oh, the Living Daylights. And I have these little gold cards that have the titles of the movies on them, and they're nice. And this is an autograph of director John Glenn. I actually met him and got an autograph from him, but I can't find it. But this one is a Rittenhouse card that has his autograph on it. It says on the back, hey, this was signed in front of one of our representatives by John Glenn. Now, John Glenn directed the last three Roger Moore films, and he directed the two Timothy Dalton films. So he directed, I think, 5 movies altogether, and The Living Daylights was one of them. Excuse me. This is a good one. This is Robert Brown as M. The picture, ironically, is from License to Kill. It's not from The Living Daylights, but Robert Brown played M in the last couple of Roger Moore movies, and he played the M in the 2 Timothy Dalton films. And there's his autograph. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a full what's called the full bleed card. And there's Manny, by the way. I'm sorry. Let me bring up my co-hosts. I'm sorry. I got to do it. I got excited. Manny Zamora, and of course, Ms. Renee, our Bond girl. This is a full bleed card. It's a full picture. And this is Glenn Baker as 002 at the beginning of the movie. We have a couple of 00s with James Bond. The other one is 004, played by Frederick Warder. And there he is. And he gets killed by this guy, who is the imposter. That's his name, the imposter. And it's Carl Rigg is the name of the actor. And I got an autograph, a cut autograph of his, and I sliced it down to 2.5 by 3.5, which is card size, trading card size. And it says, always the very best wishes, Carl Rigg, the imposter. So
the
there it
imposter.
is. Yeah. So there it is. So that's a special autograph I got from Australia, actually. The first Bond girl we see in the movie is Belle Avery as Linda, whose voice was dubbed in the trailer for the film. They have her real husky. She's got a husky, sexy telephone voice, and I liked it. It was a great voice. And then they did their French accent. It was very, very high and sounds very fake. Oh my God, it's so terrible here. I hated that voice, but she's a great Bond girl to start with Timothy Dalton. I do not have a Timothy Dalton card, by the way, with an autograph on it. I wish I did. They're probably worth $1,000 now.
Oh, probably, yeah.
I do have some autographs on 8x10s, but not on a card yet. I was waiting for a shipment to come from Germany, from BBC. Unfortunately, it didn't arrive in time. And, well, there it is. So there's several autographs that I should have shown on this show, but didn't come in time. This is Thomas Wheatley as Saunders. He helps out James Bond in the movie The Living Daylights. I have, what did I say, Manny? 22 autographs from this movie. This is the most autographs
22.
I have for a James Bond movie.
Yeah.
There's Jerome Crabb as General Georgy Koskov. And that's his signature right there, Jerome Crabb. And he's not the only villain in it. We'll show the other villains a little bit. Mariam Diabo. This is the case topper incentive card. She has like 4 different full bleed cards with her autograph on it. She autographs a lot. But this one is the nicest one. It has the beautiful smile at the end of the film. It's got the gold seal around the top. So this is the one right here. This is the one. Okay, so this is Julie T. Wallace, a card for her. She plays Rosika Miklos. At the beginning of the film, she helps James Bond out, helps her get Koskov out. And I cut her autograph from a photograph of her, a black and white photograph that was not a great photograph. So there is her autograph card that I've created myself, a special card. This is Carolyn Bliss. She was Moneypenny in the 2 Timothy Dalton films. And unfortunately, the color card she has for License to Kill, the full bleed card, is way too expensive. That one's about $30, but the other one is like 200 and something, I think. So I just got the black and white one. This is Andreas Wisniewski. He played Necros, who is, the villain always has to have like a superhuman henchman. Necros is very intelligent. He can do mimic different languages, different accents and stuff. And he is a agent, a killer, assassin par excellence. Now, this is a scene in the movie where he comes into the safe house, and this character actor next to him is the stenographer for MI5, MI6, and it's
MI6.
Anthony Garrick. Anthony Garrick. I got his cut signature again from Australia, and got the nice card for it. There. Move or I kill you. John Rhys Davies, Indy. General Leonid Pushkin in the movie. Then I must die. And again, the back of the Rittenhouse cards is very nice. It tells you, congratulations, you got a special card with the autograph of this person, which was arranged by us. So that's your COA, your certificate of authenticity, right there. His girlfriend is Virginia Hay. She plays Rubovich, and it's not the first nudity in a Bond film, but probably the best. Sean Connery swipes a bikini top off of a girl at the beginning of Diamonds Are Forever. In this one, Bond rips off her dress to distract a guard who he knows is coming in the room. And we see basically a side shot of her nude. She's got underwear on, but she's basically nude. So PG-13 rating. First Bond movie to get a PG-13 rating. Now, Catherine Rabet is Liz. She works for Felix Leiter. Can you see that?
Yes.
She has a full bleed card, but it was very expensive. And unfortunately, her partner, Femi Gardner, I don't know of a full bleed card for her. So I just got the two little cards for them. They're about $20, $30 each. And I think that's enough for their character. They're kind of they're only in the movie for a couple of minutes. So, and this is interesting. They call her Harem Girl in this. I'm not sure why.
Harem Girl.
Her name like Liz. Yeah, she had a name, I thought, like Liz, but they call her Harem Girl. Go figure. She's in Tangier, and she's an agent. And there's Felix Leiter, John Terry. This one cost me a pretty penny. Felix Leiter. This one is very, it's very rare. There was only a few of them made. So there's John Terry, who's done a lot of other movies. The one that comes to mind is Full Metal Jacket, and he plays Felix Leiter in this one. So I had a small version of his card, but I traded up. John Bow is Koskov's friend, Colonel Fyodor, my old friend in arms. This is one I made special. I made this one. I found a picture of this guy. Ken Sherrick is his name. He's a comical actor, actually, but he plays the guard in this. He's pretty sadistic, actually. So he plays the prison guard, the jailer in Afghanistan. I did not tell you to get up. I did not tell you to get down.
Sound like Charles
Sounds
Bronson.
a little Jewish.
A Jewish Charles Bronson.
He actually has a Russian accent. This is Art Malik. I just got his cut autograph. He signs very big usually, so I was able to get a cut autograph that was smaller. It was at the bottom of a 5x7, so he signed smaller, and I put it with this card that I made. And he is, of course, Kamran Shah, who helps Bond. And this is the surprise. This is the wild card. This is Chrissy Wilde, right? Of the Pretenders.
Chrissy Hines.
Chrissy Hines. I'm sorry, Chrissy Hines. She sang two songs in The Living Daylights. She sings Necros's theme song, Where Is Everybody Gone, whenever he kills somebody. And she sang If There Was a Man, which is at the end of the film, in the ending credits. And there you go. I like to get my singers if I can. Okay, so the next film is License to Kill. I have quite a few autographs from this one. Let's see how many I got. I still think Living Daylights is the most. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19. I like the Dalton films. I like Timothy Dalton as James Bond, License to Kill. I know you don't like this film because it veers too far off the beaten path. There's a reflection of my phone. Okay, we start out with David Hedison as the first man to return as Felix Leiter from Live and Let Die, and in this one, the Timothy Dalton era. I love Timothy Dalton as Bond. He did his homework. He read the books.
Yeah, I like
Dalton
like
Bond.
Yeah, I like Dalton as Bond. I just felt like License to Kill kind of went off
the tracks. Well, that was the way it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be him, kind of going on a vendetta.
Yeah.
Frank McRae, you might recognize him from Vacation. He's the one that they make get down on the ground like a dog. He's a comical actor. He was Sharky in License to Kill. Unfortunately, he gets killed. One sidekick usually gets murdered.
Of course.
At least. This was a special signing that I picked up with Robert Davi as Sanchez. So it's not the Rittenhouse card. That one is very expensive and very rare. So I haven't gotten that one yet. Going to someday. This is a nice gold card of Lupe L'Amour. And on the back is another card of her that she signed directly to Lisa Soto. And that's Sanchez's girlfriend. She's the Bond girl, one of the Bond girls. This, of course, is oh man,
Benicio del Toro.
Benicio del Toro. very young. Benicio del Toro.
Yes, very young.
I wanted to say Dario Argento. I don't know why, but that's him. Because his name is Dario. That's why. Dave Dario. And I did a cut signature off of a picture, terrible picture of him that I was able to get cheap, about $40, and I just cut the signature right out of it. It was him in Star Wars. He was something in Star Wars, and I just hated the picture, but I liked the signature, so I got it and cut it, put it on there. Got my own special autograph card. Priscilla Barnes, I met her. She's such a sweetheart. She was Della Churchill. She was the girl that married Felix Leiter, but they didn't make it to the honeymoon. She gets killed. Felix gets fed to the sharks.
Yeah.
She was great, though. And there's Gladys Knight, special card I made for her, License to Kill Gladys Knight card. I got a nice signature of hers on a 3x5 card and was able to cut it down. The signature was small enough I could cut it down, and I've got a special Gladys Knight. Nice. Got a License to Kill. This is a rarity. Somebody got Everett McGill to sign his James Bond card at a convention or some such, and I purchased it on eBay. I got it. The only cards he has signed are from Twin Peaks.
Right, I was thinking about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking of him in Twin Peaks.
There's Anthony Zerbe as Milton Crest. That's legit. That's a Rittenhouse.
Anthony Zerbe. He's just in everything.
Great character actor. Does a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Did a lot of stuff in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
This is Grandel Bush, who you might recognize was with Robert Davi in Bruce Willis, Die Hard.
Oh, Die Hard.
The two agents in Die Hard. Well, he was also an agent in this, Grandel Bush, and I think he's on the payroll for Sanchez. Not sure. We don't know for sure, but we pretty much get the idea that he is. That he was paid off by Sanchez to stop Bond. But Bond ignores him.
Of course.
Just let it go, Commander. There's Carrie Lowell, and I had to get a cut signature for her. Now this was a big signature. I had to actually, and she signs the C far away from the Lowell. So I had to actually trim it and put it closer together. So that's a special autograph from Carrie Lowell that I bought just for this. And that's her before she cuts her hair in the film, in the first scene. I like her with the longer hair. This is Branscombe Richmond, who does a lot of B films, and he was actually an extra in the bar scene in License to Kill. So but he's done a lot of like B-rated horror films and stuff. So they got his autograph. They got him to sign a card. Rittenhouse. This is Carolyn Bliss again from License to Kill as Moneypenny. This is a color card. It's a nice little star signature card. These are from Upper Deck. And again, the back is pretty much the same. It says, congratulations, you've got a special card signed by. Yeah, and we arranged that. This is Don Stroud, another good character actor from the 60s and 70s. He played Heller, the security guy for Sanchez. And he did a lot of stuff back in the 60s and 70s. So Anthony Stark, who was Truman Lodge in License to Kill. I want to say that he was the bad guy also in Revenge of the Nerds 2, Nerds in Paradise. But I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure on that. Oh, there we go. Wayne Newton. Dankeschön, darling. Bless your heart. Somebody was saying that when somebody from the South says, bless your heart, they're basically calling you a retard. And they're putting up with you. And that makes that saying so much more meaningful.
Yes, that's true.
This is Keri Horayuki Tagawa playing Kwang. He's a Asian agent that they are working on stopping Sanchez in his operation. Diana Lee Su is also with him as Lodi. And I got her autograph as well. And Christopher Neame, who is a British agent who comes to try to put Bond out of action when he finds out Bond is there in, oh my God, I want to say Mexico, but I'm not sure. I'm having a brain fart here on that. Okay, so that's the Timothy Dalton Bond. So we start with Pierce Brosnan, and you're going to have some surprises here. This is actually a picture from Tomorrow Never Dies, but I do have a Pierce Brosnan card signed. This is the most expensive card in my collection. It cost me a lot, but I have Pierce Brosnan. So there it is.
Nice.
Golden Eye, got my gold card. Da-da. I also have this Pierce Brosnan card, which I just got a couple weeks ago.
Oh, wow. That's pretty hot.
He signed this with a silver pen. No COA with it, so it could be a fake, but you know, I got it at a good price, and you know, a lot of people were bidding on it. Again, his card goes for around $700-800. So, and I got this for less than 100, so less than 50 actually.
The former Remington Steele. Yep.
Yeah. So that's him at the beginning of the film GoldenEye when he's on the motorcycle.
Yeah.
There are actually pieces of the gloves that he was wearing in that scene on the motorcycle. There's a relic card for that. It's like $500.
Oh, wow.
Because there's only like 100 made. Because they're gloves. They're small. You know, they're not that big.
Well, Remington, yeah. Remington Steele is why he couldn't be Bond earlier.
Right.
Because he's committed.
Right. When they found out he was going to be Bond, he was actually done filming the regular show, but they decided to do a four episodes, like long episodes, where he was going to England and blah, 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 and different stuff like that. And EM Productions was like, oh, no, you can't do both. So they found Timothy Dalton, or they asked Timothy Dalton to do it, whom they asked Timothy Dalton to do it back in Live and Let Die. And he said, no, I'm too young. And he was right. He was too young. So they came back to him. But Brosnan was their first choice because his wife, Cassandra Harris, was in For Your Eyes Only, and Cubby Broccoli met them over dinner a couple of times that he really liked Brosnan and said, yeah, you're going to be the next James Bond. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. Sean Bean, and I'm so sorry, Renee, I cut you off earlier. I apologize. You were saying how hot that card was. The James Bond card. This is Gottfried John, General Oramov. He passed away 2016. This card usually sells for about $75-$80, and I was lucky enough to get it for around $35-$40. Can't remember which, but I just got an auction at the right time, and it was mine. Okay, so this is a card for the theme song GoldenEye, and of course that was sung by Tina Turner. And I have a Tina Turner autograph card. Yes, I do. With the golden eye.
If you can't get Shirley Bassey, get Tina Turner.
Shirley Bassey could have done it. She did a concert a couple of years ago when she was 92, and she just belted it out, man. She still got it. At 92, yeah. She's like 96 now. But she was 92, and she just like was nothing. She did all three songs. This is Serena Gordon as Caroline, whom Bond seduces so he can continue working as an agent. Samantha Bond, the new Moneypenny, the snarky Moneypenny, the GoldenEye card, with the long hair. She got her hair cut short for the later films. Michael Kitchen as Tanner. Bill Tanner, the chief, works with M, her chief of staff. And no, I don't have, unfortunately, a, of course, M in this movie was Dame Judi Dench.
That's
and
right.
I don't have a GoldenEye card of her. I do have a signed card of her for later. This is Pavel Douglas, who was the French warship captain. He didn't cost too much. Sorry to say. He was a small character. This one did. This is Famke Janssen, who went on to do Marvel, went on to do all kinds of movies and stuff. And she's playing Xenia Onetop. And her cards are very expensive. Isabella Skorupka. Little expensive. I was able to get this one at a pretty good price. And I have two, actually, Isabella Skorupkas, because in the recent Diamond, James Bond Black Diamond cards, they have her signature for her on a little Black Diamond blackboard there. So I have two. This is Michelle Arthur, who was her friend, Anna, the computer programmer, gets killed when Oramov comes in with Xenia Onetop and they take over GoldenEye. This is the character's name is Dmitry Mishkin. His real name is Shecky something. I can't remember his name. But I made this card for him. And I have his autograph that I cut from a terrible picture that I bought for like $6. And his autograph was on it. And I cut it. And I have my own special trading card now of him. Shecky. Simon Kutz is the Severnaya duty officer. I can't use my mouth. Severnaya. Renee, do you know how to pronounce that? Severnaya? Severnaya? That's him. He's the duty officer. He gets killed. Pretty sure. Boris Grishenko is the double-crossing son of a bitch. And, of course, this is Alan Cumming. And this is a great signature by him because usually he signs very sloppy. He doesn't sign very well. And this actually has a little inscription on it that says his character name, Boris Grishenko. Give me the codes. No one can beat Boris. Just got this one because we lost him like a month and a half ago. Joe Don Baker as Jack Wade. I showed you a Joe Don Baker earlier of the general that he played in the Timothy Dalton film, but he came back. They got him to come back. They liked working with him so much, I guess he came back.
Yeah.
The surprise card is Minnie Driver, who plays the bad singer who's singing Stand By Your Man in Russian English. And there's her autograph off of a photo. This is the same photo, actually. I cut her part out, and then her signature was like across her stomach. And so I have Minnie Driver, a special card of her. Who's strangling the cat? It is my girlfriend. Robbie Coltrane. The next movie is Tomorrow Never Dies. I don't have as many for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Are they stuck together? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. And that's only because there's not a lot of autograph cards out there for Tomorrow Never Dies. I'm not sure why. But there's the gold card. Tomorrow Never Dies. Surrender. You might not recognize this guy, but he was the guy that took over writing the James Bond music. This is David Arnold. So we have Best Wishes from David Arnold, a cut signature that I bought from Germany. Again, I had Aha, all of them signed one 5x7 card, but in the move, it got taken out of the box and put somewhere else. I'm sorry. This is comic actor Jeffrey Palmer playing Admiral Roebuck. And there's his signature. He did a lot of TV in England, as did Judi Dench. This is a rare one. I paid a lot for this one. This is the full bleed card for Ricky Jay as Henry Gupta, the techno terrorist. This card is there's only a couple, like 200 of these, so they're very hard to find. People hang on to them once they get them, and I was lucky enough to see an auction the day it happened on eBay, and I was able to snag it up quickly before it went into auction with everybody else. This is Gotts Otto. I'm very proud of this one because this is a $100 card and I got it for $10.
That's a steal.
That's a steal. Didn't I didn't have to pay as much for this one either, but I still had to pay some. This is a $100 card and I got it for like $65. This, of course, is Jonathan Pryce as Elliot Carver, the main villain of the movie.
Yeah.
There is another card that has a swatch from one of his jackets, and he signed it. It's a relic card, and that's going for about $100. So this one is, she's rare. This is Cecily Thompson as Professor Inga Bergstrom. She is teaching Bond German linguist, and basically they're doing the Ficky Waka at the university. This card is a $120 card. More than the villain. This girl, Daphne Deckers, who plays one of the PR people at the party for Jonathan Pryce. Elliot Carver. She's his like media person. Daphne Deckers has a lot of naughty pictures online, but I was able to get an autograph through a friend of mine in Australia. And it was just small enough to make a card. And this is like a really nice diamond card of her that got cost like $7-8 just for that card. I wanted to give it a nice card, with the autograph. This one I just purchased because I didn't realize I didn't have it. Nina Young. She was also one of the people at Carver's big shindig. Tamara Steele is her character name. And I had to look her up because I was like, who's that? I don't recognize her. So yeah, she's at the party. Her cards are extremely expensive, $400 or $500. So I just took a nice card for a couple of bucks, and I took one of her autographs off of a photo of her that I got for about $20. And it's a nice little photo inscription. It says, "Tomorrow Never Dies, Paris Carver, 007, Terry Hatcher." Terry Hatcher. So that's my autograph of her.
Yes, she was also Lois Lane.
Oh, yeah. Clark and Lois. Michelle Yao. Purchased this one recently. I did pay regular price for it because I wanted her. And I like this. There's like 3 different versions of this card. I like this one. That's the nicest photo, I think. This is Vincent Schiavelli, who has also passed on. Very famous character actor. He was in Batman Returns as the organ grinder. He was in Ghost as the ghost on the train who teaches Patrick Swayze. He does a lot of stuff, but he's Dr. Kaufman in this. I can shoot you from Stuttgart and make it look like an accident. He's got some great lines.
Yeah.
That's some great lines. Stuttgart. That's a funny word. Stuttgart.
Yeah.
Very funny. Colin Stinton was Dr. Greenwald in the movie. Small character. Doesn't cost a lot of money. This guy, I still don't remember where this guy is in the movie. But evidently, he went on to do Aliens and some other stuff. So his card is expensive. It's Al Matthews. He played the Master Sergeant in Tomorrow Never Dies. And again, he's the sergeant in Aliens that gets them all awake and another day in the call. So he plays a lot of military characters. This is Christopher Bowen as Commander Richard Day, who goes hunting Elliot Carver at the end of the movie in his stealth boat. And this is Michael Byrne, who you might recognize as one of the German commanders in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. He's done a lot of stuff. So yeah, Michael Byrne as Admiral Kelly. Good hunting. He gives them the word to go ahead and shoot Elliot Carver's stealth boat. A lot of autographs for The World Is Not Enough. There's my World Is Not Enough card, gold card. Those are my dividers. Maria Grazia Cucinotta. Oh my goodness, that was a mouthful. She plays the cigar girl, they call her, at the beginning of the film. This is a Bond girl card, Women of Bond. So it's rare. And that's one that she signs. Probably the first card that she signed for Rittenhouse. I remember him in Indiana Jones. Yeah, he was nasty German commander. This is David Calder, who plays Sir Robert King, Electra King's father, who used her as bait to get a terrorist. I need you to go to Manny. I need you to go to IMDb.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's Michael Apted is the director of that film. Michael Apted. And again, this was a picture that I got of him that was autographed. I took the face off the picture, and the autograph is at the bottom of the picture. I put it on the back. So I have my own little director card, Michael Apted. Usually the directors go for about $100. I've got Guy Hamilton. I've got one for Lewis Gilbert. So I got Michael Apted. This is Serena Scott Thomas. She was Dr. Molly Warmflash. This went back to using the Bond crazy girl names. And she gives him the A-OK to continue working even though his arm is hurt. And he shouldn't be working. But he seduces her and gets her to sign off, just like he did with Serena.
Well, yes, you were right. Michael Apted directed.
Michael Apted.
It's not enough. Yeah. There
is my Moneypenny card for this, and there's the short hair. This is an Upper Deck card, as is this one. Charles Robinson is he basically takes over for Bill Tanner, so he's kind of like M's assistant. He's played by Colin Salmon, and this is the Upper Deck card for both of them in the movie. The world is not enough. Her autograph is very expensive. This is Sophie Marceau. So yeah, a card of her from like Rittenhouse is like $500-600. So I just took a photo of her and I cut the signature out, put it on the back of this card. This is a nice card from Rittenhouse, but it doesn't have her signature on it, so I had to put the signature there. And that's one of my homemade cards, autograph cards. Robert Carlyle as Renard, the terrorist who can feel no pain. And he kind of has a kind of a Russian accent in the movie, but he's a Scottish actor. He was in Trainspotting and a bunch of other stuff. This is Claude Oliver Rudolph. He played Colonel Akakivich. Akakivich. He gives Bond a hard time at the military bunker where they're tearing apart the bombs and trying to deactivate them, the nuclear weapons.
We got a comment. Says
Sure.
they never found a good Moneypenny after Lois Maxwell.
I liked Samantha Bond as Moneypenny. I did.
Yeah.
Naomi Harris, she's a good actress. I like her as an actress. I like a lot of the other stuff she does. But yeah, I got to admit, Samantha Bond was the only one that kind of did it for me after Lois Maxwell. Lois Maxwell was good.
Yeah.
She was, but she got old. She got really old, and it started to look kind of ridiculous that, Roger Moore was flirting with her. And they even got Penelope Smallbone for one movie. I think it was Beautiful Kill. And that was the guy that wrote Shogun, Clavel, his daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So now she just basically is selling, stuff from her father's estate, that kind of thing. There's Denise Richards, who plays Dr. Christmas Jones. This is actually a good signature too. She sometimes is a sloppy signer. In some cases, it looks like she's wasted when she's signing. You can't make heads or tails of it. That's a good signature.
Well, it is Denise Richards. So.
It is Denise Richards. She was with Charlie Sheen for a while. So, around that time.
There you go.
Ulrich Thomas plays Davidov. His signature is about $30. Another of the team, Truchkin, Carl McChrystal. That's a $10 card.
Why is it that all the Russian names sound like you're cursing at somebody?
Trushkin.
Davidov.
Trushkin. Now, this is Omed Jalili. He you will recognize from The Mummy. He's a character in The Mummy who the scarabs get in his body and make him go crazy, and he's trying to get him out. He had a small part in this as the foreman, the pipeline foreman. He was supposed to have a bigger part as an agent, but unfortunately that didn't happen. And I think they ended up going with Robbie Coltrane again, and he got the part of the pipeline foreman, which was a shame. He's a good actor. He's a funny guy. And the inscription on the back says, "Always smile, kiss, X." Omid Jalili. So I just got that signature. I don't know why I hated this guy so much. Goldie as Mr. Bullion. Just a sleazy, smarmy, Weasley kind of guy. Look at that signature, though, man. Wow, craziness. The Brendan Fraser mummy, yes. Yes, he was in the first one. Daz Crawford was Zukovsky's henchman. And I think he went on to do a lot of TV stuff. Daisy Beaumont was Nina, which was one of Zukovsky's girls. The other girl was Nina Mushalik. She was playing Varushka. And he says, "Go take a hike. Go get the powder. Here's some money. Get away." Jimmy Rusinis is the pipeline technician. That's a $7 card. Okay, got a lot of signatures for Die Another Day. Let's see how many I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I almost tied the Living Daylights. There's the gold card. This is Mark Diamond as Van Bierk, the guy that James Bond takes over when he goes to meet Colonel Moon. And there is Colonel Moon, Will Yun Lee, another very rare full bleed card from Rittenhouse. These are very rare. People hang on to them. I was lucky to see an auction at the right time, and I got him for like $30. He's worth like 100 and something, 120, 150, because he's rare. I have this is Rick Yoon as Zhao. This is before he gets the diamonds in the face and the bald head and the white pasty face. I have another card of his, another autograph card that shows him in the other, but it's in my black diamond. I showed that a couple weeks ago, the black diamond. This is Kenneth Song. I'm not sure why this card is like a $40, $50 card. He must be famous in Korea or something. Kenneth Song as General Moon, Colonel Moon's father, beginning of the film. Small role, and he shows back up at the end of the film. This is his sidekick, Daryl Kwan. We haven't done any trivia. We need to do trivia. I'm going to give away this card because I've got 2 of these. Daryl Kwan as General Han in Die Another Day. Let me think of a good Bond trivia question. We talked earlier in the show, or maybe before the show, about Max Zorin and who was to play Max Zorin. It might have been before the show. I hope it was. Who was the singer who they wanted to play Max Zorin and sing the theme song to A View to a Kill? But he declined. He said, I don't want to be part of that circus. And then they gave Max Zorin to Christopher Walken. You're out of your depth. You amuse me, Mr. Bond. And then, of course, the theme song was Duran Duran, Simon Le Bon. The name is Le Bon, Simon Le Bon. So whoever can tell me that, answer that question. Who was originally intended to play Max Zorin and sing the theme song to the movie A View to a Kill?
Well,
but he
as it happens, we have an answer. Okay.
And it's David Bowie. Now, Queen Glamzora won our trivia quiz the last show twice. And she won this time too. And I tried to connect with her to give her those cards from the last show, and she never returned. She never gave me the address. So I hope you give me an address this time. I'll send all 3 cards. And I hope you do it before Sunday because I got to go out of the country for 3 months to Asia. So you have won Daryl Kwan right there.
Hey.
Also, the song sung by Madonna. I got a Madonna card, signature, gold signature. She sang Die Another Day, and she was a small character in the film. She played a fencing instructor at the club. There's my Judi Dench from Die Another Day. It's a beautiful signature signed card. And on the back, there's the little COA number showing that it was JSA approved. Same as John Cleese as R. Who are you, R? And he only did that for a couple of films. And again, that little number on the back says it's been authenticated.
Bona fide.
Yeah, it's bona fide. Colin Salmon, again, as Charles Robinson. His best Bond was Tomorrow Never Dies. He did really good in that. Christina Contes is the nurse at the beginning of Die Another Day. Ah, shoot. Darn it.
So,
damn it.
So Queen Glamazona wants to know, no Halle Berry? No Halle Berry?
Hang on.
Oh,
Hang on.
we haven't gotten there
I'm
yet.
showing them in the order that they appear in the film. So hold on.
Yeah.
So this is Roger Moore's daughter, Deborah Moore. She plays the flight attendant in Die Another Day. And she looks kind of like her dad in the face. She's got that smile, the twinkle in the eye. At the beginning of the film, I want to say it's he is at the hotel that Bond goes to in Hong Kong. I want to say it's Charles Hui. I got his signature on it from a photo, and it was a terrible photo, and I just cut the signature out and put it on the back of the card. It's a nice little card for him. Also, Rachel Grant was Peaceful Fountains of Desire. She is supposed to give a massage to Bond, and he turns the tables on her because she's an agent, as is Charles Hu. And of course, Toby Stevens. Toby Stevens as Gustav Graves, who's actually Colonel Moon, who's changed his appearance to a British man from an Asian man. They meet at the club, the fence where the fencing commences. The concierge at that club is Oliver Skeet. Die Another Day. Oliver Skeet. All right, so then we meet Rosamund Pike, who is the double-crossing Amanda Frost. This is a special card that was signed at a signing at a convention that I purchased. Unfortunately, no COA, but I've checked her signature against other signatures on stuff that's been authenticated, and it's legit. It looks very legit. So that's one of the things I do when I buy an autograph that I don't have a certificate of authenticity with. I double check the signature with other signatures. It better look close. This is Joaquin Martinez. He plays the old man in the cigar factory. So he kind of helps Bond find the right people when he's in Cuba. Okay, Queen Glamazora. There you go. Halle Berry. She signs big, so I cut her signature off of a photo that I had of her, and it's actually going above the card case because the signature is a little longer than 3.5 inches. So, oh, I'm sorry, I was holding it upside down. It says "Love, Halle Berry." So, and that was a signature that I got from my German BBC, which all of their stuff is authenticated. This is Simon Andrew as Dr. Alvarez. His clinic will change you from an Asian person to a British person. There's Ricky Yuen as his alter Zhao, the other Zhao. That's the bald-headed, diamond-faced. Lawrence Macchior as Mr. Kill. His name is Mr. Kill. What are they saying here?
I've seen some really bad reviews of Die Another Day, but I like the film.
I thought it was okay. Yeah, that's the escape is kind of hokey, but and I can see why people would complain about that. But and some of the stuff is a little over the top. But I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was bad. I just again a couple of times I was just like, come on. I love the beginning of the film. The beginning of the film is awesome. It's a great pre-credit scene. Michael Manson. There's his black diamond autograph. I don't know if you can see it there on the little blackboard in silver. So I have a Rittenhouse card of him signed, which I was trying to sell on eBay. All my auctions are closing on eBay tonight because I'm going on a trip for 3 months to Asia. I'm going to go to Japan, Hong Kong, mainland China, and Thailand. Hopefully, knock wood. Oh my goodness. So that's the Brosnan bonds. So now we come to Casino Royale. And I'll be honest with you. Give me 1 second. I may have 22 autographs here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. We have a new winner. Casino Royale.
Wow.
One of them is a double signature. You'll see that in a minute. And this one is actually from Skyfall, but it's my Daniel Craig. I have a Daniel Craig. And this was expensive because it's Daniel Craig, but I got it for about half the going price. So I couldn't turn it down when I saw the deal. Or I actually made the deal. I said, hey, would you sell it for this much? And it was half the price, and they went for it. They gave it to me. So gotta love that.
The parkour scene in Casino Royale was a standout. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
The what scene?
The parkour scene where he's chasing the bomber through the construction site and they're running all over.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's a great scene.
Yeah.
He seems a lot like Steve McQueen in that scene. I don't know why, but it kind of comes across as Steve McQueen there.
Yeah, yeah.
Malcolm Sinclair as Dryden, the Bond's second kill that makes him a license to kill. The first guy is Daud Shah, who is killed in a bathroom, killed in a men's restroom. And that's the only card they have of him. They don't have a full bleed card. This is Joseph Milson, who plays Carter, Bond's assistant, in, I guess it was Africa. And he keeps touching his ear.
Some island, I think.
And he gives them away to the guy they're looking for, Sebastian Fukan, as Molaka. Now Molaka can jump, and man, he can get around.
Yeah.
But James Bond keeps up with him and ends up killing him. One less bomb expert to worry about. Clemens Schick plays Krat. This is Mads Mikkelsen's assistant, Le Chiffre's assistant. And when we meet Le Chiffre, he is also with another character played by Jasper Christensen. His name is just called Mr. White. And this is a Black Diamond Metal Array signature card. There was only 199 of these made, and I got it. This is Tom Chadbun as the stockbroker who Le Chiffre does business with. And of course, we have Le Chiffre, played by Mads Mikkelsen. And again, his card, $1,000. So I'm not paying that. I bought an autograph for like $20, and I just cut his name off the autograph picture. It was a so-so picture. So there it is. I've got my own special Mads Mikkelsen autograph card that I made myself. This is Ivana Milicevic. She plays Valenka, his girlfriend. This card is $110, $120. But there is a Black Diamond card on the market now from Upper Deck. Can you see the signature there? And this one only goes for about $50. So you can get this one online for half the price. And it's the same picture. It's just smaller. So if you like her. Christina Cole is the club receptionist. So that's a cheap card with autograph. Simon Abkarian. Simon Abkarian is the guy that sets up the terrorist thing at the beginning of the film. He's Demetrios, and he plays a game of poker with Bond, and we establish that Bond is a good poker player. His woman, Solange, Caterina Marino. Yeah. She's his wife, and she finds out that Bond has won an Aston Martin, his famous Aston Martin, which later gets machine guns put in it, in a card game from her husband. The scene you were talking about, this is the terrorist. His name's Carlos, played by Claudio Santamaria. His real name is Santamaria. That's his name. And that's his autograph. Giancarlo Giannini is Renee Mathis, and not just in this film, but in the next one as well. Quantum of Solace. Jeffrey Wright plays Felix Leiter in all the Daniel Craig Bond films. Even that terrible last one where everybody dies. No Time to Die? I beg to differ. Carlos Leal is the tournament director in Casino Royale. And they changed it from Baccarat because Americans don't know much about Baccarat to poker, which I thought was a good move because Bond has played Baccarat in other Bond movies before, so let's do something different. Daniel Andreas is the casino dealer, the Casino Royale dealer. There he is. Congratulations, you have a dealer card. Now, this is interesting. This is Tsai Chin, Asian actress, Hong Kong actress. She plays Madame Wu, who's one of the card players in the tournament. But she was also in You Only Live Twice at the very beginning of the film. Why do Chinese girls taste different from all other girls? You think we better, huh? That's her. But many decades later. So she's in 2 Bond films. Plays 2 different characters. She was in a lot of British movies. Tom So plays another guy he plays Fakuta, who's also in the game, in the casino. Varushka is playing Grafen von Wallenstein, also in the card game at the end of the film, or in the middle of the film, I should say. This is Urbano Barbarini as Tomelli, also in the casino scene. I dressed up for the occasion. Ludger Pistor is Mendel. He's the guy that collects the money after the game. That's him. He's got a little computer box, a little computer digital box thing that has a code in it and everything, and they give everybody a code, and whoever wins. This is Isaac De Banco as Stephen Obano. He's actually in the beginning of the film too. I should have put this card at the beginning because he's in the beginning of the film talking to Le Chiffre. But now he's going after Le Chiffre. He wants his money back. There's a big fight scene with him and Bond. This is Tobias Menzies, who works with M in the head office. He is Villiers. And I'm not sure why they didn't have Tanner in that film, but they went with Villiers instead. Hot Room Doctor is played by Crispin Bonham Carter. I'm not sure if he's related to Helen Bonham Carter. I'm pretty sure he is. That was probably why he got the role in this film. But there it is. I should have checked that. And this is Richard Samuel as Getler, who's at the end of the film. And he's responsible for Vesper's death, basically, at the end of the film. And he dies. Okay. Quantum of Solace. Written during the writer's strike. Not everybody's favorite Bond film, but they've done worse. No Time to Die? I think not. This is a great Jesper Christensen card. This is a full bleed from Quantum of Solace at the beginning of the film when they're questioning him. This is Mitchell, played by Glenn Foster. He is a British agent who works for Spectre. This is Neil Jackson as Mr. Slate, also at the beginning of the film. Quantum of Solace. Then we get Tanner back, but now it's Rory Kinnear. Yeah, we share the same name, Rory Kinnear. So he is the new Tanner. He was the latest Tanner. I guess they decided Villiers wasn't that exciting. Matthew Amalric plays Dominic Green. And the Spectre people, they like colored names. Mr. White, Mr. Green. He's a French industrialist. His assistant is Anatole Taubman as Elvis. Elvis is his assistant. Oh, man. This is Olga Kurylenko as Camille. Signed. She usually signs Olga K. Although I do have a signature coming from Germany that's a full signature. It says Kurylenko on it. But I got that one very cheap in an auction just by hitting the auction at the right time. Rachel McDowell is the flight attendant. All the flight attendants get to sign their own card. This is your captain speaking. We have a signing at the back of the plane. Manny, where's your laugh when I need it?
Sorry.
Una Chaplin. I don't know if she's like a great-granddaughter for Charlie Chaplin. I'm not sure, but her card is expensive. It's $50 to $120, depending on who and where you buy it from. She's Perla de las Receptionist in Quantum of Solace.
There you are.
I'm going to put that there for now. It's all that I decided to use it. The bartender was played by Jake Seal. That's a cheap card. $10, $7. As is this one, the forensic technician, played by Brendan O'Hare. And this one, the treasury agent, played by Rufus Wright. A lot of autograph cards from this movie. This is Tim Pigott-Smith. He played the foreign secretary. There he is. Okay, now this one's a $50, $60 card. You might recognize this guy because he's David Harbour, who's done just about everything recently. He's done Strange Things. He's done Hellboy.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. He's in the Marvel universe as the father of
Black Widow.
Black Widow, yeah. So here is Gemma Arterton. And again, I bought her cut signature. It was on a 3x5 card. It just fit the 2.5 by 3.5 size, as you can see.
Wow. Yeah.
And she usually just signs Gemma. She doesn't sign usually with the last name, but I was able to find an earlier autograph that has her last name with it as well.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, you were mentioning, or you talked about Una Chaplin.
Yeah.
She is Charlie Chaplin's granddaughter and the daughter of Geraldine Chaplin.
Oh, well, there you go. That's why her card is so expensive. Mm-hmm. This is Paul Ritter as Guy Haynes, who is one of the Spectre agents at the opera. This is Fernando Guillen Cuervo as the chief of police, protecting Mr. Green. And not so expensive. One of the villains that's with Mr. Green is General Madrano, played by Joaquin Cosio. And there's his autograph. His assistant is Lieutenant Orso, played by Jesus Ochoa. Cheap card, $7. And Simon Casanedis is at the end of the film as Yusef, who is the leak. He's the mole that's getting information from a Canadian agent that's causing all the trouble with Spectre. So there it is. Skyfall. Okay. All right. So now, for some reason, there are less autographs. But for Skyfall, I only have a small handful. Ola Rapace is the villain at the beginning of the film that Bond chases on motorcycle most of the way, and but on a train, with heavy machinery, and so anyway, he plays Patrice, and this is a case topper incentive card. It's got the gold foil around the top. This is my Naomi Harris card, Moneypenny. I'm not sure if they were calling her Moneypenny yet, but there it is. And she shoots Bond. Rory Kinnear again is Tanner.
We don't find out she's Moneypenny until like at the end of the. I think it's like the end of the movie. I think it was
Spectre.
Or Spectre, yeah.
Spectre, the next film that she was actually. This girl also works. Vanessa Eliza Dutoit also works with MI6. This is Bond's lover. That's what it says here. Bond's lover, Tonya Sotoropoulos. Sotoropoulos. So when he gets shot, he goes down into the drink and he ends up just falling off the radar and doing the Ficky Walker with this girl. And she's nice. Nicholas Woodson plays the psychologist, Dr. Hall. Skyfall. What about Skyfall? Word association. Skyfall. We're done. And of course, Ben Whishaw is Q, the young Q in Skyfall. And that's my Ben Whishaw. He's actually introduced earlier, but Bernice Merlot. Oh, Severin. Poor Severin. I do not have a Javier Bardem autograph yet. I was supposed to get it from Germany this week, but it didn't come. I had a card already set for it. This is Tank Dong. This is Severin's bodyguard. Tank Dong. Gets eaten by Komodo dragons. Recent Q. Yeah, the recent Q. This is Yenis Chung. She is the floating dragon casino cashier. Yeah, she's got a nice little blonde wig. And there it is. And this is one of Silva's henchmen. It's Milorad Kapoor. Milorad Kapoor. He's a kind of angry looking dude. So we're in the home stretch now. Skyfall. I've got almost nothing for Die Another Day. There's just like nothing out there. Okay. So I have a little special Spectre card. It's my, keeps it. Now, this is, I don't know who this is. She's the girl at the beginning of the film that's with him during the Day of the Dead. And there's her signature. And I'm sorry, I don't have the name on the card. So, but that's the signature. I got it. Cut it off of a picture of her. I got pretty cheap from the guy in Germany. And Alessandro Cremona, though, as Marco Sciarra, maybe Sciarra, is the killer at the beginning of the film. I do have his Rittenhouse card. There's another Ben Whishaw. He's got a sloppy signature. Look at that signature. He doesn't care. It's like, yeah, whatever. So that's my Skyfall Ben Whishaw. This is Andrew Scott, best known for Sherlock, is playing Moriarty. But he's playing C in this. There's a name for his character, but they call him C here. The C word. Okay, this one's going to surprise you. I just got this one, and I ponied up some money for it. David Bautista as Mr. Hinks. Mr. Hinks. And Christoph Waltz as Blofeld. Ernst Stavros Blofeld. I'm your brother, James. Your long-lost brother. So there actually is a decent signature of him. He doesn't sign well anymore. He just signs like CW. But this is actually a nice signature that he signed for Upper Deck before he started doing the CW thing. Daniel Craig's the same way. Daniel Craig used to sign his full name during Casino Royale, and then later he just went to like DC. So now he just signs DC. Oh, she's beautiful. The only girl that Bond fell in love with. No, I'm not. That's not true because Vesper. He was in love with Vesper. Lisa Du. I got her name off of an autograph. Autograph off of a photo. Oh, it's not a good photo. And I cut the autograph out and put it on the back of a nice little Lisa Du card because her card sells for $450, $500. The Rittenhouse cards. So I don't have that kind of money. I'm sorry. All right, so we come to Die Another Day. We are in the home stretch, and there's my special card for Die Another Day. There's Rory Kinnear again in his black diamond autographed metal card. Again, only 199 of them were made. This is the only autograph. I'm sorry, go ahead.
You mean No Time to Die?
No Time to Die. What did I say?
Die Another Day.
Oh, goodness me. Goodness me.
And there's,
I wish. but no, they killed him. So this is Billy Magnuson as Logan Ash. Real douchebag. This is the only autograph you'll find of him out on the market for this movie. That's the Black Diamond, the Upper Deck Black Diamond card. You can see it on the blackboard there in silver. He double crosses and causes the death of her signature is on the way. This is LaShawn Lynch, but didn't come yet. So I put her in the back of the box, but I don't have the signature yet. So that's it. That's all the ones I have for Die Another Day. I'm sorry, No Time to Die. I did it again.
Or we just combine it. No Time to Die Another Day.
I did it again. Why did I do that? Uh-oh.
No Time to Die Another Day.
Oh, maybe I didn't show it. That's Brad Whitaker from. It was at the front of the box. I think I missed it. Because I was like, did I show that? I thought I showed that. What?
No.
One of those situations.
No, but you have now. So.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so there it is, folks. That's the rest of the autographs. That's it for the James Bond shows for a while. I'll be gone for 3 months in Asia when I come back. We're going to be doing General Howitzer on Thursdays at the usual time. We'll come back and do Roland Pruitt's, finish off the second season for Roland Pruitt's Kaiju Review. I hope you enjoyed this. And Queen Glimazor, I want your address so I can send these cards to you. Please give it to me today or tomorrow so I can send it Saturday before I go.
And there's no icing tonight? There's no icing?
There is no icing tonight, as far as I know. Will I be on it? No. I've got stuff I have to do. I'm sorry. I have to go back out to Kissimmee and I've got to unload my car.
No, that's okay. I just want to say that so that would be 10 p.m. Eastern time.
She has a co-host lined up though. Ralphie's going to be co-hosting for a while.
Oh, he just had a birthday.
Yeah, so he's going to be hosting tonight. He's a good host, and I know they're going to have fun.
Yay!
And me, I'm going to be unloading a car of junk, my junk.
Yeah, but then you'll get to be in Asia having fun. So there you go.
Next Monday we'll be on our way to Hong Kong.
Woo!
And I've got all kinds of Godzilla stuff planned for when I get to Osaka. George is going to come see me in Osaka, and I'm hoping we're going to do the Godzilla theme park that's an hour away from Osaka by bus.
I was going to say that this is like, you've got to document everything. And then we can, so then when Roland comes back, we can have some B-roll too.
There you go.
Possibly. Yeah. I'm wondering if I should take the teeth and the glasses with me.
I don't know why you wouldn't, Rory. I don't know why you
wouldn't. Oh, you should. You absolutely should.
Yes. Do it.
Japan is different. I don't know if they'd be into that. Anyway, we'll see. So everybody take care. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and much love to all of you. And I'll see you on the flip side.